Welcome back. Our next guest, Phillip Kekana, SA's motor racing champion in 2002 and stunt driver who hails from Diepkloof Soweto. Well, he started his career as a hearse driver and went on to become the first black South African to win the SA Car Production Championship. With more than 20 years experience in the motorsports industry, he's driven everything from taxis to million-rand cars to the fastest racing cars on the circuit. Having taught some of South Africa's great racing drivers like the late Gugu Zulu the tricks of the trade and been the stunt driver for Idris Elba in the movie Long Walk to Freedom, Phillip joins us now to share more about his campaign to improve the driving habits of South Africans. Welcome to Morning Love. It's so great to see you.
It's great to be here.
But Phillip, I want you to take us back to when your love for motor racing started, or when your love for cars started.
I think it started at home in Soweto, and then I think because of the business at home, the funeral undertaker, there were always a lot of cars. And then what happened, I think my mom didn't want me to go to the mortuary most of the time, and then I think I was just pushing myself to go there just because of I wanted to drive. But I think from the age of 15, I was going there a lot. And then what happened one day, there were a lot of cars that gone out for funerals, and then they needed a driver just to go to Forest to do a funeral. And then there was no one. And then it's how I managed to drive a hearse just to go and do that funeral. And then I think I was just lucky passing Kyalami to Four Ways. There was a racing there, and then it's where I think the interest came in. Because of coming back from the funeral, I just stopped on the side of the road and jumped on top of the car, and then I was just watching racing there.
Gee, so if it wasn't for that funeral in Four Ways,
no, I couldn't
you
have
wouldn't
seen
be here.
The race. No,
oh my word, that is such
race.
A fascinating story.
Yeah.
So talk to us about how you then transition into motor racing. So you see this race that's going on in Kyalami, it piques your interest, you go back to Diepkloof, you can't stop thinking about it. When did you now make that transition?
I think the same week I went to Kyalami, and I think it was even difficult to go in. And then I spoke to the guys at AA. They advised me that I must go to Toyota Motorsport, Ford Motorsport to talk to those people. And what I did, I went to Marlboro to Toyota Motorsport. And then Wemi, the big guy who was in charge, they told me they will look into it, but they're not promising anything. And then what I did advanced driving with Audi and Mercedes. Volkswagen, I took those certificates to the late Agrit last day. And then I told him that I want to race, and then he was also fighting with me that why don't I do soccer, I'm just going to kill myself and all those things. And then what happened, he said to me I must come on Monday to Soweto, and they took photos, and then they had the story on Wednesday on the Sowetan motoring, and then it's how Sasol got hold of me.
Oh wow,
yeah.
That is quite a journey. I want to talk about the exciting role that you played in the movie that features Idris Elba, Long Walk to Freedom. You were a stunt driver. How did that opportunity come about?
I think also Gugu Chops, they were also there. Chops also he used to race. And then I was just fortunate I was chosen to do the movie. And then it was shot in the track and spec. But it was also too much stress also because of the old cars that we were driving. Most of them, it was for the first time I see them, but the problem there, the gears, they were just totally different from what I'm used to. And then I was told that they had two cars for Mandela, but the one that they needed, the color, and then that's where the problem came in, that because of they said they can't break that car because of they need that same color that he was arrested. It took them also 2 years to get those cars, but
Sheesh.
We had to practice to do gears, because of if you just change gears, driving slowly, it's okay, but when they start chasing you, it's where the problem came in, you know. But it was okay, and then I did meet with because we were doing a drop with Idris Elba. And then we started shooting, but it was bad because of, I was remembering all the things that happened during June 16, you know, because of the police uniform and all those things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look, you have the campaign currently with Puma, which is directed at improving the driving habits of South Africans.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. What brought up this idea for you?
I think when I approached Puma, when I met with them, we were in a program of, I want to develop kids from young age about motorsport engineering and racing. And then we did get a place with them, and then they were prepared to renovate the place. But in the long run, the guy backed off, and then they were already doing road safety from overseas in Europe. And then they said, let's just do road safety with you, and then we'll start looking for another land to build this project. But it's how it came in with Puma Energy.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. It was such a pleasure to have you on the show and to chat to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is, of course, Township Tornado. That is what he's known as, Phillip Kekana, who was speaking to us just about his career and everything that he's currently doing with Puma to try and encourage South African drivers to be more careful on the road.